If I was asked to list the important days of the Indian calendar off the top of my head, unfortunately, few dates come to mind. I mean, we have August 15th, which if you don't know the significance of, I would suggest leaving before people get suspicious. Then we have July 9th, when Bahubali was released. Yeah, a few people cared about that one, just a few. I mean, never have I ever seen my family willingly spending $120 on anything except life insurance, and that too only sometimes. And then finally, the reason we are all here today, the reason I am speaking to you in an uncomfortable towel my parents insist on calling kurta pajama. The reason we are all here today is because of the Indian Republic Day, our Republic Day. Now you might be thinking, Nikhil, why do we have Republic Day? We already have an Independence Day. That's already too many days to remember. Why can't we just do a buy one, get one free and mix these two together? Well, what you need to understand is that Republic Day is one of the most crucial stages in a country's or an organization's ability to run. Republic Day was when India finally enforced its rules into the game of the international playing field through enforcing its constitution. You see, the reason India was originally captured and kind of taken over by the British was because we were disorganized. Some of us, guilty as charged, are still today. You see, we were a mass of hundreds of millions of people with no unifying boundaries, led by faltering kings who lacked cohesion amongst each other. They treated each other not as brothers, but as barbarians, which the British easily exploited and, spoiler alert, took us over. What happened on January 26th of 1950 was that India set its rules and guidelines, allowing every one of its citizens who had all been treated cruelly and unfairly underneath the British to relive. To not have to give up its diverse array of culture through language, looks, and religion, and still bring us together as one family, upheld by the promise of freedom and democracy, not by the failure of labor and slavery. With Independence Day, we gain India as a landmass, but with Republic Day, we earn India as a community. So as I leave here today, I wish not to bore you with a simple Wikipedia definition of Republic Day that any one of you could have gotten off your phone within 30 seconds, depending on the data speeds. But instead, I wanted everyone to understand why we are here today as a group, not just because we fasted and fought once to get rid of the British in 1947, but what kept us from succumbing back to a group of farm workers slaving away in these harsh environments just for a day's wage. And finally, to my countless peers, especially of my generation, who have almost lost touch with the importance of such an integral part of any country, surrounded by the world of sports and Stranger Things, I wish for all of you to understand how hard this process was to unify our country, our great country, and that it is the reason, and that it is the motive that propelled each and every one of us to find our boundaries and to even set our new boundaries as a true Indian. Jai Hind!